The man living inside that apartment had a gun. He tells me if those intruders took one more step towards him, he was ready to pull the trigger. They tell me a man armed with a gun walked here into the Flying Pig and shot another man in the leg and then turned the gun on himself. This place is full of energy. You can just feel the fans just pulsing off of everything. The school board voted 6-0 in favor of allowing guns in Emporia schools. Security guards could have guns as early as next month. This snow packed a punch, and that's something that some of us won't soon forget. I found some things that I'd like to get rid of myself. I've got some old paycheck stubs, some old bank statements, tax documents, receipts, things that are a little sensitive in nature that I really didn't want to just throw away in the trash. Well, guess what? That ends today.
Sia, what's the atmosphere like there?
Roger, I have to tell you, the fans here are already celebrating every time. You can hear behind me. Every time someone gets a shot, there's a cheer and a round of applause. If you take a look behind me, you can see the burned out piece of equipment. Construction crews tell me that is where the explosion happened, sending smoke and flames into the sky that residents here say you could see for miles. Police still here near 14th and Holyoke, where they say it all started. 2 people were shot. 1 man is dead, another shot in the leg. Every window in this place is open, and there are people using flashlights. I spoke with the staff, and they tell me their nerves are raw. They've not had power for almost 3 days. It was actually a 13-year-old boy who brought this issue to our attention. Now, if you take a look just behind me, you can see water gushing. The fire here at Joyland is still burning. You can see and smell the burn. The fire chief tells me they're just going to have to let that building burn out. Melissa, the mood here is still very somber as the people here try to wrap their mind around what happened here on Santa Fe Street today. Many of the neighbors I spoke with say they've actually seen the child out here playing on these streets. Cindy, police say shoppers have been coming into the stores and cashing in vouchers to buy clothing. The vouchers looked like they were from the Department for Children and Families, but police say they were fakes. Nate Deere was riding down this road when he crashed and saw his light flash before his eyes. He says it was all because of this plastic food container. Cindy, Kerry Conover lived on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. The morning of September 11th, he ran to the rooftop of his building and started snapping some of these photos. He had no idea he was documenting a piece of history that would be seen all around the world. He tells me the images and sounds from that day are still vivid. Now, I've bounced around a little bit today. I've been to Toys R Us, I've been to Best Buy, and now I'm here at Town East. Long gone are those lines with people standing outside shivering in the cold. Now, in my younger days, I actually used to stand here in line to get inside the store.
Sia Nyorkor is in the newsroom and has the details on a story you'll only see on Eyewitness News.
Roger, when I sat down with Monique Harrison less than 2 weeks ago, she told me she wasn't sure what to believe. Police had arrested and charged her fiance with sexually abusing her 10-year-old daughter. Now Harrison faces her own charges for knowingly putting her child in danger. I sat down with the 81-year-old widow who lives alone. She was emotional. She's lived and taken care of her home for the last 40 years, even mowing the lawn herself. But cutting down these tree limbs is one task she says she just doesn't have the strength to do.